Hello, Andrew Jackson. How are you today?
I'm feeling a shiver today, like a nice afternoon fall back at my grandma's house.
Quick question. How did you first get into politics?
Great question. Well, when I was 17 years old, I decided to become a lawyer. Studying, I moved to North Carolina. After 3 years of studying, I finally became certified to practice law in North Carolina. Shortly after that, around my 21st birthday, I became a court superior judge in the state of North Carolina.
Interesting. I did not know that. I don't care though. Anyways, how did you become so renowned and famous?
Well, my first break was when I was appointed general in the War of 1812. As an ingenious general, I led a big victory against the British as 10-point underdogs. I also made a peace treaty with the Creek Nation, so I can absolutely finesse their land.
That sounds clever. I too hate the Indians. Why did you decide to run for president?
Great question. After I was such a great general, I accumulated tons of wealth and opportunities. I was already liked because I brought lots of southern land to America, but on top of that, I'm very good looking. It was my countrymen that brought the idea to my mind, and I loved it.
I thank you for your time in this interview, and I'll now hand the mic over to this Amit. OMG, Andrew Jackson, I love you. I can't believe it's you.
I don't like you. You're Indian.
Anyways, you took a huge L in your first election for presidency. How do you feel about that?
Well, you see, I lost on purpose because I felt bad for the other candidates. But the election of 1824 wasn't even fair. How do you win without majority support? It's a bullshit.
Sounds like an excuse for a loser. Take the L, bozo. Well, let's talk about your wins. How did it finally feel to take a dub in 1828?
Well, I defeated stupid Quincy Adams by so much. It was way too easy, to be honest. With the support of the West and the South, there was no way I would lose. The people knew I was president for innovation and expansion. I represented the average Southern ideals. After all, that's why I'm called the common man.
How did you represent your ideals? What type of acts did you enforce?
Well, as a man doesn't like to get pushed around with big policy, I vetoed 12 bills. That's right, 12. Like Miles' girlfriend. 12. I didn't care for the National Bank, so I vetoed it. I made sure no one had too much power.
Wow, kind of a dick move, not gonna lie. Tell me about your acts.
Well, to help my hood brothers out, I was so smart to make the spoil system, so I could take care of my buddies and appoint them to higher positions. I also had to install some tariffs only because Congress overrid it. But I allowed my fellow Americans to go west, which is great. As you can see, I balanced out both sides of the political spectrum.
Speaking of expansion, tell me about your infamous Indian intimacy.
As you know, I'm obsessed with the Native Americans. I believe they have no right to be on my land.
But that was their land to begin with.
Shut the f*** up. They were in our land. East of the Mississippi, many Georgians complained about the Indians, so I enforced the Indian Removal Act. I forced these Cherokees and others out of Georgia, which was amazing for the economy of America.
But didn't you force over 100,000 of them to go on the Trail of Tears where many died?
Yes, I did. I took 2 dubs.
Hi, Andrew Jackson. Today I'm going to talk to you about your influence.
I'm a great influence. Fire away.
Well, people in the future regard you as one of the worst presidents in U.S. history. What do you say to them?
I say these haters are just fueling the fire. I love the haters. Haters are just part of the game. I represent the common man of the 1800s. I represented my fans. I'd say I'm the most influential president of all time.
But times are changing. Can you really say you're better than the presidents of this era?
Absolutely. I left my mark in America. I expanded the U.S. boundaries by many, many miles. I helped my friends out in politics. We kept the U.S. together when the South and North were arguing about tariffs. I crushed the Nollies by force. I protected small businesses. Sure, the game has changed, but I'm so influential, people still talk about me in the future.
Well, there's no changing your mind. Thank you, Andrew Jackson. Have a great day.
No problem, son. Yes, I'm the go.